Hi, and welcome to Reading, Raising, and Praising. I'm Kate.
I'm Jamie.
And today we're going to talk about The Borrowed Life of Frederick Fife by Anna Johnston. So, first impressions.
Yeah. It wouldn't be a book that I would have chosen for us normally.
Yeah, me either.
It's not any genre that we, I don't
just
even know what it is.
Contemporary fiction.
Yeah, it's nothing fancy, but yeah. So I was interested, but it kind of started it didn't start super, it kind of started slow.
Slow start, yeah.
So
I agree.
That was the first thoughts.
I felt like maybe the first half, it was like, okay. It was good. There was readability.
Yeah.
It wasn't hard to read.
Easy to read, yeah.
And I was kind of interested in what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
I told you I was a little annoyed with the potty humor a little bit.
Yeah.
It was a little much for me, but that's okay. This is because we don't usually read a lot of contemporary stuff, so you're
true.
just not.
I know. It's not like this was a brilliant piece of literature or something, but yeah.
Right. But it's obviously they've talked about making it into a Netflix film, so it's popular.
It would be a cute little film, I'm sure. Yeah.
So the second half I thought was better. So
it was a heartwarming story.
Yeah.
But it definitely had you interested because when you borrowed life, I mean, there's something to that,
And right from the get-go, you know that something crazy happens.
Yes.
That somebody's been mistaken identity kind of thing. So this is set in Australia, which is kind of interesting because we've read several Australian setting.
True. Kate Morton book was that? Yeah. It's like the way they talk. They say mate. And,
right.
Yeah.
What was the other one? The historical fiction.
A cuppa, or whatever. Oh, there was another one
with the people who were prisoners. Or
yes,
whatever.
the exiles.
The exiles.
Yes,
yeah,
that was a good one. Yeah, Australian as well.
So, with that, there were like several food items that were different, and I had taken this. There was this iced Vovo. Anyway, it looks like a Pop-Tart.
Yeah, it does look like a Pop-Tart. Yeah.
On there, but anyway, I thought that was kind of fun to look at.
He always had biscuits. Yeah.
Which are cookies.
Yeah.
And tea.
Yeah, a cuppa.
And some
a cup
coffee
of tea.
or whatever.
Yeah. It's just cute the way that just the terms that they use for different than we say.
The other thing I've noticed in all of the books that we have read that were set there, being in the Southern Hemisphere, is that the seasons are different than ours.
Yeah.
And I always just think that's interesting. Like they said something about it being unseasonably cold in September.
Yeah.
And I had to remind myself that's like their springtime.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like it stayed cold longer than it normally does or something. Anyway, it's fun to read about different places that have different.
Yeah, I always find it fun. I love the way they talk too. I guess if you listen to it, would be fun if they had accents. Yeah. But I kind of tried to, think that in my head.
I'd like to listen to the audio.
Yeah.
Just a sample.
Yeah.
Just because I don't need to
see
read
what it's like.
Thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. But I mean, a book about the elderly. I've never really read a lot of the author. Did you read about that at the end? How she cared for the elderly, so she kind of knew all of that. So it was kind of a story that she kind of told, fiction, but still based off of some stuff that
her experiences,
her life. Yeah.
Even the names were people in her own life.
Yeah.
Their names.
Yeah.
And she says what you're getting at was that there's not a lot of books about this generation and stuff. And I was that is true.
Yeah.
I'd like to read more. And she actually has another book coming out this year.
Oh, okay. And is it similar, genre type?
It's called When Lemons Give You Life, and it is set in a nursing home.
Okay.
I didn't read that much, but our library didn't even have it on order so far, so I went in and suggested it.
Yeah.
Because I'd like to read another.
Oh, yeah. And this one is super popular because it was hard to get.
Yeah.
I still didn't get my copy.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was hard. It was a popular one, but yeah, it's an easy read, and there was confusing things though. Yes. I mean, things that threw me for a loop that you didn't. I was like, that wasn't the person I thought it was. Like the woman Denise.
Yes.
I thought that was Sadie's.
That Hannah and Sadie were her kids.
Yes.
Was that
just? I thought that wasn't just me because I was like, what is going on here? I thought they were young kids, and here they're coming to see. That was.
Was that on purpose?
I don't know. It felt like then maybe we were in two different time periods.
Yes.
I don't know.
I think it was on purpose. And the reason why is because you don't know Denise's girls' names until after that. And then that next chapter she says what the girls' names were.
Yeah. But it would have been interesting if it was all connected. But it makes way sense the way they did it. But it just would have been interesting. Yeah, I don't know.
With regard to Denise, I wish that you knew more about what happened with her, because I was hoping she didn't get in trouble.
Yeah.
You know, she deserved to get in trouble.
She did.
Because she wasn't doing a good job. But she did have remorse and wanted to do better, and she was trying. Should she have, like, known about the mix-up? But you also think, you know, they are confused.
Right, with the dementia, you're like, oh no, you're just saying that's not you, but that really, yeah, exactly.
And then when Alfred, or was that Alfred?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Or
Albert. I'm saying I was wrong.
Yeah.
When Albert was calling him Fred, then that threw a whole different wrench in it, and that made it, like, easier for him to portray.
Right.
It was wild.
It was wild. But it just made for a really interesting story. And then, I was crying because I thought he died, like, and I was like, no, and then he didn't, and then she didn't. Oh, it was just. And then when they were in the end and they were living together.
I know. It was perfect. It's
beautiful.
Happy.
Just for him to have that after being so lonely, it kind of just showed you this lonely side for these people that, you know, and your kids just have their own lives, and we all understand, but it's lonely. Yeah. So maybe sad for that too.
I was glad, like you said, that he didn't actually. One moment, please. Not really sure what I was saying. The dog was barking. Anyway.
I was just thinking when I wrote down some things that I was feeling sad for him when he couldn't get anyone to understand this is not me. Like he was trying really hard to say this. I'm not this man. But just the coincidence that they looked so much alike and everything, and people just had no idea. And then when he realized maybe I really do want to stay here, like this is a good gig. I didn't feel like he was trying to be deceitful. He was just wanting to feel accepted, and it said like here he was known, even if it was by another name. He was known, like he was somebody, and he helped so many people there. Yes, he was so Albert and Val, and helped Denise. A great guy. And that one Patricia. Wow. I don't think he helped her, but helped her maybe by. But it seemed like a fun place too to be a resident. Like, you know, you hear nursing homes are just good and bad. Really good and really bad. So this one sounded like a kind of a nice place. And the author did do that job. Yes. So that made me think, you know, I wonder what it's like, if the culture in those places has changed, and if Australia is better than here. I'm sure. Which, I don't know. Sounds like maybe not. Because I think she probably put get a mixed bag, I think. Yeah. It's the people. We need better people to take care of those people. They need to be paid better. Yeah, they do. Or whatever, maybe. There just needs to be a lot more of them, because it feels like the people that do it they get burnt out. And I've always thought that would be a fun thing to do, like go read to the residents or just go and be there or something. But it's kind of hard when you don't know someone there or how you get started with that. But you've got to have that gift of being with elderly. You're pretty good at that, though. I am not. That's my gifting is definitely children, not elderly, but you're good at that. Our mom, I feel like, is good with elderly people. She was really good when her dad had like Alzheimer's. Like she would just talk to him like normal, and I was just like, wow, how do you do that? Because but she just did. Like it wasn't a big deal. It's hard. It's sometimes hard to be silent, so you just talk. You just talk. It's just hard. I like when Dad was in the hospital. It was the same thing. Like you're just talk about what you're doing, because it's true. And I was able to do that. It is hard with sick people too. It is hard because you don't. What do you? Say or do. So I don't really. There's not really much at the first half. I feel like I could say besides. It's just heartbreaking with Sadie, and like there's just so much loss in the whole book from everyone experiences. Mm-hmm. But then when I feel like it turns a corner when Hannah, Bernard's daughter, comes, and just watching their relationship blossom. She needed him and he needed her, even if they're not like father and daughter. Yeah, it was just like an adopted situation. Exactly. Very redemptive. Neat if you can do that, especially with an elderly person that doesn't have children or doesn't have, if you can kind of adopt them into your family. Mm-hmm. And I liked, when she gets the call from the OB's office, it's like, come in, and he says he'll come with her, and I was like, what's gonna happen? What's going on? And then it's just that he was there to support her, and then the money. Yes. Well, then you heard that and you're like, wow, like. And then he wanted to just not, just for her to have it, and it wouldn't matter if he died, just so she could be, that's so selfless.
I'm like, why would he just
I know,
kill himself?
I know.
So
I was glad it didn't work out that way, because I was like, no! That was totally tragic.
You threw us for a loop.
Totally. There was
Anna
a
Johnston.
loop, yeah. But that made it interesting, yeah. Without that, it wouldn't have been the same, but yeah.
Because then I'm thinking, wow, he had to go to those measures just to, get her what she deserved or what she would have gotten.
Right. So tricky.
I wondered though, like they let him off, and I'm like, would that really have happened?
Well, I feel like because he wasn't trying to steal anything, and he's 82, like he didn't have a past record. He was already almost homeless. Right. If she would have pressed charges, and everybody at the home, if they would have, then it would have been different. But everybody gave him such a good.
They gave him grace.
He was just trying to, get by.
Right.
I wouldn't blame him either. I don't think he wasn't, intentionally trying to steal. It wasn't like he was getting that guy's money and just spending it.
Yeah, for sure.
He didn't even know there was that much money until, except for the suit.
And the cafe lunch. Or
yeah, but very little compared to what he could have done.
Did you have any quotes or other specific parts?
I don't think so.
I had a couple of quotes. One was, grief was love with nowhere to go.
Yeah, I did have that. Yep.
And then the second one at the end, I think it's him. He said, like, after he lost his wife and all this, he was like in a blur. Like he was just lonely all the time after her. And he just felt all over the place. And then he says to Hannah, I want to stand still with you. That's the only part I wrote down. But I just thought that was like just a good visual of just being stable instead of everywhere.
Yeah.
So
that was
I liked
good.
that.
He finally got to a place. Yeah.
So
it was good. Yeah, so just an easy read that, just want something, heartwarming.
Yeah, and it's different.
Yeah, it is very different.
I think I wrote, it's a different kind of love story. Because, everything is always, I kind of related it to how a lot of Disney films were romance, the romance of finding the Prince Charming or whatever. Yes. And then you have like Frozen, where it was about sisters. Yeah. It was a different kind of love. I kind of related it to that.
That's true.
It wasn't romantic love, but it was,
love a family or just,
parent-child.
Yes. Elderly, not feeling, known again. And just makes you think of them. So if you know some elderly person, give them a call.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Or go visit.
Regularly.
Yeah, exactly.
Just stop in for a little bit.
Yeah. We just need someone to be around.
How would you rate this then?
Yeah, I didn't even think about the rating yet. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like in the middle. Good. Okay, so what's the rating like? 3 stars is...
Like.
I liked it.
4 is love. 5 is amazing.
I mean, I'd say between like and love, but
I was
love
just going to say
one.
3.
Yeah.
Because I don't...
It's right in the middle. That's what I was thinking.
I feel like I say that about most books. But like our friend was saying, I hate the 5-star system.
Yeah.
So do I, but I think we should develop a new
system.
A different, like,
something
readability
yes.
with many stars, or like,
right, that's true.
Know,
each
creativity
thing.
Or
that would be good. We should do that.
You have to think of what those qualities are.
How you rate a book, all the different things that you look for when you're reading a book. Yeah. That's how we should rate it. We should do that. We'll come up with our own rating system. But let's read for now, Good book, but
So there we go.
That's all we have.
Okay.
Keep on reading, raising, and praising.